Good afternoon. We're at day 2 of MEDSec, which is a conference for security for the Internet of Medical Things. We're in San Jose, and I'm here with Dave Kleidermacher. He is the VP of Security for all Android devices for Google. Did I get that right?
Android, Chrome OS, and Play, yeah.
Okay, I was close. But on the flip side, you work with this organization called MEDSec, and they're in the process of getting a bunch of standards approved.
Yeah.
Would you just explain that briefly, what's going on and why it's important
sure.
to the industry?
So actually here at MEDSec we've had several important announcements relating to the standard MEDSec. MEDSec is a standard that we created last year. It was launched last year at MEDSec actually, that helps medical manufacturers go through an evaluation to assess the security of their devices, and so the whole community, stakeholders like physicians, caregivers, insurers, hospitals, FDA, patients can all have a confidence that that device actually meets a certain level of good security hygiene. And so a few things that have happened. First of all, we had our first product actually evaluated and certified under the standard. That was an Essentia blood glucose monitor. So that's a great thing to have happen.
Why is that a great thing? What does that mean to somebody?
Well, there's a couple things that were really good about it. First of all, their customers, the FDA, other people who care about these kinds of devices can say, hey, this device, I know if I buy it, it meets a certain level of security. So that's the confidence is ultimately what we want. But the other thing that's really important about this event is we now know, after going through one, that it can be done quickly, economically, and to still achieve a very high level of security. So I think that's the other real good takeaway for this. So we have that first big announcement. Second thing is the IEEE and UL announced that they have signed a memorandum of understanding to actually take MEDSec, which was created under the auspices of the Diabetes Technology Society, which is a fantastic organization, but is not what's called an SDO, a standards development organization that is already recognized by FDA. So IEEE and UL have combined forces to actually take MEDSec, adopt it essentially, and make it into a standard that they put their names on, which they are standards development organizations.
So will MEDSec go away and just become part of IEEE, or will it live on?
Yeah, so what will happen is we'll still work on sort of like building new additions to that. I'll talk about that in a second actually, what another new initiative under DTS, but the MEDSec standard will be adopted. It will become essentially IEEE/UL some number, but it will be, and it will grow from there. It's in its current state, but it will develop. And one of the things that they talked about today was actually expanding it, hopefully rapidly, into other products, not just diabetes products. The current MEDSec standard has a protection profile for diabetes devices. It's generic it can be used for other types of devices, but it hasn't been used yet for other types of devices. So as part of this initiative, we'll hopefully see a lot more kinds of devices, infusion pumps, cardiac devices, who knows what, will all come into the fold. So that's really exciting. And so then the third thing, and this is something that the Diabetes Technology Society is also announced today that we're launching into, is creating another effort to look at the use of mobile devices like smartphones in the context of a medical use. So today, you cannot use a commercial off-the-shelf smartphone, a consumer smartphone, to actually control a life-critical medical device. You can use it to monitor your health.
When you say
Google
you can't,
Fit
because the FDA
has
says
not approved
no?
it.
Okay.
Because basically, if you're controlling life-critical use, then the mobile phone and the app essentially become a medical device and hasn't gone through a medical approval. So is there a way to bridge between those? And that's the new effort that we're going to launch under DTS.
Awesome. Where would somebody get more information on all this stuff?
The DTS has a website. You can go onto their website and check that out, diabetestechnology.org.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.